You ever press play and something just clicks when you're listening to music? A bass line hits a little deeper, a vocal sounds a little closer, and suddenly it's not just sound, it's something that you actually feel. That's the kind of experience the right pair of in-ear monitors can unlock, and surprisingly, you don't have to spend that much money to find it. And today's review is all about answering one question: which Tangzu Wan'er should you buy? The OG, the Studio Edition, or the new Wan'er 2. All three budget IEMs, they're all tuned differently, and depending on your taste in music, each one hits just a little differently. By the end of this breakdown, you'll know exactly which one fits your ears and whether or not you need a DAC or an amp to bring the best out of them. With that being said, all three of these can be driven straight from your phone, but they scale differently. The OG Wan'er and Studio Edition perform well without any extra gear. You can add a DAC or an amp and you'll notice a bit more fullness and control. But the Wan'er 2, this one benefits the most. It reveals extra layers of detail and spatial cues when you use better amplification. So if you have anything like this, which I'm going to get rid of because it's old and it kind of, I don't know, it doesn't really do anything for me. But I do got this new one. This is the J Cali JM12, only $9 on Amazon. If you want to, you can get the Wan'er 2 and this and spend less than $50. So I'm going to break down the sound between these three. Let me go ahead and just move out these dang boxes. When you're talking about the sub bass, which is between 20 to 60 hertz, the OG Wan'er, it brings a gentle rounded thump. In Lost You by Snow Allegra, you'll notice how the low end rolls in softly, adding a heartbeat under the vocals without taking over the mix. Now the Studio Edition is more subtle. When listening to songs like 2009 by Mac Miller, the bass sits back, grounding the song but leaving plenty of space for Mac's voice and piano to float. The Wan'er 2, it has more impact. You listen to Hail Mary by Tupac, you'll feel every kick hit with weight. Each note is thick with texture. Moving on to the mid bass, which is 60 to 150 hertz. The OG Wan'er has a warm mid bass that wraps you up. In R.I.P. Young by Isaiah Rashad, it adds groove and soul. The Studio Edition, it keeps it a little cleaner. Spotty Odie Dopalicious holds its rhythm, but the horns and the narration breathe with clarity. The Wan'er 2 delivers tighter punches. On songs from jazz artist Akira Ishikawa, you'll hear bass guitar and kick drum in distinct rhythmic detail. Moving on to the lower mid-range, 150 to 600 hertz, the OG Wan'er gives richness to vocals and guitars. For the July by Mariah Carey, her voice blends warmly within the keys. The Studio Edition, it feels a little more open. Paper Thin by Leanne LaHavas, her vocals ring out with air between each pluck of the strings. And the Wan'er 2 keeps things clean and distinct. Suck My Kiss by Red Hot Chili Peppers delivers edgy guitars and vocals, each holding their space into the mix. The upper mid-range, the OG Wan'er, it takes it easy. Head Over Feet Live by Alanis Morissette feels mellow, with her vocals blending softly into the track. Studio Edition would bring her voice forward. If you listen to X Factor by Lauryn Hill, it commands the room. It's clear, but it's never sharp. And the Wan'er 2 adds energy and texture. 100 Letters Live by Halsey feels raw, and you'll notice every breath, every note, every moment. Now the treble, the OG Wan'er plays it safe. Symbols and Visions by Stevie Wonder are soft and smooth, no sharpness, this easy listening. The Studio Edition, it adds some shimmer to the treble. In A Night in Tanzania, the cymbals sparkle a bit more. Each drum strike feels alive, and the Wan'er 2 pushes forward with definition, and you'll notice a lot more detail in the songs. Now, we're talking about the air region of the frequency range. The OG Wan'er is relaxed. You won't get much sparkle with these. The highs, they kind of feel rolled off. The Studio Edition adds just enough breath With acoustic tracks, you'll hear the light halo around strings and vocals, and the Wan'er 2 lets tracks breathe. In Plateau by Nirvana, you'll notice how the studio space itself becomes a part of the recording. You'll hear room tone, you'll hear subtle creaks and the vocal nuances to make it feel, well, live. And in studio, the soundstage and the imaging. So the OG Wan'er is intimate. Studio edition opens up a little slightly. And the Wan'er 2, it kind of stands out. The imaging is sharp. Every element has a space and you can hear it. If you didn't watch this part, or you just want me to, give you the short version, the OG Wan'er is a warm and inviting IEM. It's best used for R&B, lo-fi, and soul. It lacks the detail if you're looking for sparkle and separation. So if you're looking for something a little more detailed, you're not going to find it with the OG Wan'er. Now the studio, on the other hand, is balanced and clear. I would use these for acoustic, indie, and vocal-centric music. The Wan'er 2 has a crisp and revealing and textured sound to it. It's best used for rock music, EDM, and live recordings. It might be a little too intense if you want to do this, lay back and relax and listen to some music. So in short, if you are craving warmth and soul, go with the OG. If you want smooth clarity, go with the studio edition. If you want energy and micro detail, then you should go with the Wan'er 2. Finally, which one is my favorite? Honestly, I like the OG Wan'er. While it isn't the most detailed of the three, it nails what I value the most in my daily listening. It has a nice, warm, smooth sound, effortless synergy with rap and R&B, which is what I mostly listen to. And it's a comfortable fit with the stock tips. And the cable is, while it's cheap and it's stock and it's not that great quality, it doesn't tangle up and it doesn't have any like microphonics. The Wan'er 2, it is a fantastic addition to this lineup. It's got energy, it's got precision, it's got an impressive technical chops for its price. But personally, I find myself reaching for the original more. It's just an easy musical, and it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked the OG Wan'er the most. So working on this review or breakdown was a lot of fun because it proves that you don't need to spend a fortune to get something truly satisfying. So if this video helped you out, consider subscribing for more reviews of earbuds, inner monitors, and comparison. Enjoy your life, enjoy your sound. I'll see you in the next video.